Big meeting last night at the White House. President Biden meeting with 10 Republican senators on COVID relief. That meeting lasted 2 hours. The White House saying the president will not settle for anything that does not meet the moment. That's a quote. Republicans offer $600 billion. President Biden is at nearly $2 trillion. Senator Shelley Capito is one of those, West Virginia Republican. And good morning to you, Senator. Thanks for your time today. Good morning.
Good to see you.
We understand there are $700 billion in the pipeline that hasn't gone out. I don't know what you do with that. Do you believe there was a meeting of the minds last night or just more hardening of the positions on both sides?
Well, it was a productive meeting, and I think anytime you're in the room together and you're negotiating and you're talking about your areas of common interests, that's the speed of which we would get relief. We impressed upon the president that we've had 5 COVID packages that we've been able to pass bipartisan up to this point, and we feel very strongly that we need to have voices at the table that talk about our common areas, but also let's pull the extraneous things out of this bill and try to keep it within a guideline of targeted relief.
Senator, it doesn't seem like the White House is in the mood to, though, have more conversations and let this play out a little bit. They think there's a real sense of urgency. Take a listen to Jared Bernstein last night.
Coming out of that meeting, there's a real sense of urgency in moving forward. But inaction, delay, that's going to be unacceptable. And I thought I heard that coming out of the meeting from both sides.
Did you get the sense that they are planning to just go forward with reconciliation, get this done with 50+1, and basically have just a patina of bipartisanship with your meeting last night?
Well, the president didn't say that he wouldn't support a reconciliation package. That was pretty clear. But he was open to the suggestions of targeting individual checks to folks in the lower income and lower and mid-income area. Our like areas of vaccine and testing, we're all in the same boat here. We did try to impress upon the president that we thought the quicker way to get this would be through a bipartisan package of where we have common areas. And I think he was amenable to listening to that, but he has a whole nother side, of course, he's listening to as well. But here's where I think the bottom line is. I think it starts a conversation with us that I think will carry through into other things, and for that I feel really good. I do think that we need to work on this COVID together, bipartisan, as we have in the past. Let's hope that meeting last night had an impression on him and them. Here's
your governor back in the Mountaineer State, Jim Justice, a Republican now. Watch.
We need to understand that trying to be, per se, fiscally responsible at this point in time with what we've got going on in this country, if we actually throw away some money right now, so what? We have really got to move and get people taken care of and get people back on balance.
I don't know a lot of people are going to say so what when it comes to spending money, especially in the Republican Party. Where does that comment come from, do you believe?
Well, I've never been a governor, but I bet all 50 governors would say the same thing. Of course the governors want more money. Our governor still has another $600 million that he hasn't spent from the first CARES package. So I think that being fiscally responsible is the way that we should look at this, making sure we're taking care of the folks that are really hurting. So I think the governor is reflecting his wishes of, sure, I'd like as much money as you'll possibly give me, and if I ends up throwing it away, guess who gets to be the one who decides where it goes? And I'm not sure that's quite the way we see it at this point after 5 packages. So
with your fellow Senator, Joe Manchin, being a key player for the White House in this, do you think that he aligns more with the governor of West Virginia or with your position?
Well, I know for sure I'm not going to speak for Joe Manchin, but I will say this. I know he's for targeted relief, particularly on the stimulus checks, so that people getting $300,000 whose lives haven't been impacted are not going to be getting a stimulus check from the United States government on our taxpayers' dime. That I do know. After that, he'll have to speak for himself, which he does quite well, I'll say.
Thank you, Senator. I hope you come back, okay? Shelley Capito.
Will do. Thanks. And congrats on your new show.
Thank you.